Okay. What's up, everybody? It's Chris, and I'm here with a very impromptu video. The reason I'm making this video is because my niece, well, I have several nieces, so it's not like y'all know what I'm talking about. But anyway, she is facing eviction during these COVID times, and mainly in part because her unemployment has not come through yet. She applied for it in January, and here it is. It's March 8th, and it hasn't come through yet. And the job she got um, couldn't hire her. Anyway, refused to hire her because she had developed COVID and she had to quarantine for 2 weeks, and they needed somebody immediately. Now, she was concerned about being evicted, and well, she had questions about the unemployment, and I told her not to worry about it because she can't get evicted, and she was saying, well, she got an eviction notice, and she was very upset. She was crying. I'm like, what? You can't be evicted. So I wouldn't. I mean, I had to go make sure that the law was still the law, and yeah, it is still the law. So I thought I would make this video just to let people know out there. She had no idea that you cannot be evicted right now. Now, there is a little loophole where you have to actually opt into this protection now. Originally, the CARES Act protected everyone from being evicted until June 1st, 2020. And in September, I believe it was, the CDC issued a federal mandate stating that people cannot be evicted, and that was to expire January 31st, 2021. And the Biden administration extended that until March 31st, 2021. And with the new stimulus going into law probably this week, I don't know what they're going to do with that again, but I'll just have to do an update with that. But yeah, you have to opt in. And if we look at the screen right here, this is just to show that the moratorium, it was extended through March 31st because they didn't update the form. So the form says January 31st. So, just so you can see this. And if you need to, you can view the document here and attach this to the document that you provide your landlord. So here's the procedure now. If you receive or you get behind on your rent, you have to fill out this form. Here's the form, and I'll leave a link to this form, a direct link. And as you can see in the URL right up here, it says cdc.gov. It's from the CDC, okay? So I'll leave a link to this form in the description. You fill out the form. You do have to qualify, but the qualifications, are not extreme. So the first one is, I have used best efforts to obtain all available government assistance for rent or housing. Now that's important because a lot of people don't know that there are programs in your state that can help you with your rent. So if we go here, and I'll leave a link to this as well, emergency housing assistance, they have all the programs by state. And if your state isn't highlighted here, like it's blurred out, well, you can try to look up some more information online for it, but you can go here and you can find out what programs are for your state. This stuff also applies to, well, I'll get to the homeowners at the end of the video. So fill out this form, and as you can see, this form, we're going over the requirements. So the next thing is you expect to earn no more than $99,000 in annual income for 2020, 2021 calendar year, or 198 if you're filing a joint return, or you received, it says, was not required to report any income in 2019, or you received a stimulus check. So if you qualify for any of those, if you just got a stimulus check, you're fine, you qualify. If not, then you have to go through the additional financial income requirements. The next thing is, I am unable to pay my full rent or make a full housing payment due to substantial loss of household income, loss of compensable hours of work or wages, layoffs, or extraordinary out-of-pocket medical expenses, Now those are like ors. So obviously if you got an eviction notice, you can't pay your rent, okay? And then I'm using best efforts to make timely partial payments that are close to the full payment as the individual circumstances may permit. So if your rent is $1,000 and you pay $50 because that's all you had left after you paid your utilities and all of that, that's fine. Make some type of payment though. Don't just make nothing. Make a payment if you can. Now, if you're behind on your electricity or whatever your utilities, then you really can't. And there are programs out there that will help with that as well. Just check with your state. Just get on Google and search. And then if evicted, I would likely be homeless. That's probably most people's cases. I understand that I must still pay the full rent. Now, this thing, it's not a forgiveness. You're still going to owe the rent, okay? It's just the next month it'll be tacked on. So still try to pay what you can so you don't get hit with a huge payment later on. I further understand at the end of this temporary halt on evictions, which is March 31st, 2021, my housing provider may require payment in full or all payments not made prior to. So you guys get it. It's very simple things. You just need to sign it, date it, and give it to your landlord. Now, here's the thing. Sign it, date it, and get it to your landlord today if you're in a bind, but also send one to them certified mail. It's going to be like $3 or $4, maybe $5 max. But if you just give it to them in their hand, they could tear it up and say, I never got that, and it's your word against theirs. But if you send it certified mail, they cannot deny that they, received that mail. So do that. Now, for homeowners, because I see a lot of people talking about how it's unfair for the homeowner, because the tenants don't have to pay rent. Well, there are programs for you as well. So if we go back here to this website, let's click Virginia. Okay, right here. See, they have programs for tenants and landlords. So if you are a landlord and you have a tenant that's not able to pay, you also may qualify for some type of assistance. And then also, if you're a landlord, tell your tenants about this stuff. Because, I do know for a fact that Virginia, the landlords, they've exhausted all the money, but they haven't exhausted it for the tenants. So help your tenants get that money to pay you, okay? I don't get it. My niece's landlord didn't even say anything. We're just trying to get her out. Now, I want to also address you homeowners that are renting. I wanted to go to, not that form. Nope. This is the same form. Okay, the frequently asked questions. Now, what are the penalties for a landlord, owner of a residential property, or other person with the legal right to pursue an eviction or possessory action violating this order? Let's skip through the stuff, and we see subject to a fine of no more than $100,000 or 1 year in jail. So it's not worth it, okay? Help your tenants help you, okay? This is going to be a win-win situation. Y'all get together and work it out. Don't be trying to just put people out and ignore this stuff, because a lot of landlords have, and they may very well be on the hook, which doesn't make any sense, because to do an eviction anyway, you got to go to court, and then all you're doing is just snitching on yourself, especially if this person can produce that they gave you the form. Makes no sense, okay? Be wise, be kind, be generous, help each other out, okay? So with that said, where's my time? All right, I just wanted to try to make a quick video real quick. I know this is not the normal Sunday upload, but I wanted to get this out there because I thought everybody knew this, but apparently not. And I'm just making this just in case there's somebody else out there that does not know. And we'll come back and revisit this to see if it gets extended over the next week or so. Hopefully so. And hopefully that landlords as well as tenants get some type of compensation. So with that said, thanks for watching. If you know somebody that may not know, but they're renting or they're a landlord, send them this video so that no one, everyone can have a nice financial bed to sleep on. That was weird to say. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time.